One, start. Good morning, Maddix. How are you?
I'm good. You?
Good. You had a good weekend?
Yes, you?
Yeah, I had a good weekend. All right. So today is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. Let's get right to work, okay? So we're going to be on, I'm going to flip my camera around. We're going to be on this page that looks like mine. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. We're going to be on page 1, the do now, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to turn the captions on for you so you can see. Sometimes the captions aren't 100%. All right. So, Maddix, can you read page 1, the do now? What does it say?
A shape is made of 30 right triangles of equal size. Each right triangle has a base of 8 centimeters and a height of 4 centimeters. What is the total area in square centimeters of the shape?
Okay, so first off, what is the area formula of a triangle?
Base times height over 2.
Good. Let me see that
Or
you
divided
did
by
that.
2.
Let me see what you did. Wait, it's a little blurry. Hold on. Move it a little closer. Perfect, just like that. Area equals base times height divided by 2. You said your base was 8. You said your height was 4. You said you didn't know the area yet. So now tell me, what did you do? How did you find out the area of one triangle? What did you do?
So what I did was I wrote the formula down and then I replaced the variables for base and height with 8 as the base and 4 as the height. And then what I did was I multiplied that, which I got 32. Then I divided it by 2 to get 16. Then because it says 30 right triangles of equal size, I decided to multiply 16 by 30 to get 480 centimeters squared.
Excellent. Perfect. Just show your work one more time so those that need it can see it like you just did before.
I mean, I don't write neatly, so.
Perfect. Okay, great. Just want to make one little suggestion. That's perfect, Mom. I just want you to look very quickly. Next time, you did it perfectly, but you see how I found the area and then I put total area? Maybe that might help a little bit next time, but you got the correct answer, so you're good to go, okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show problem 2 on the back, which was surface area, which was modeled in the video links. Can you read that problem? And then you're going to tell me what you did. The surface area.
The surface area S of a right rectangular prism with the length, width, and height can be found using the formula down below, and it's S equals 2 times LW plus WH plus HL. What is the surface area in square inches of a prism with a length of 12 inches, a width of 8 inches, and a height of 3 inches?
All right, so walk me through your length, width, height, and surface area. What did you write for your length?
I followed the formula below the beginning caption, the beginning, whatever it's called, and I followed that and I replaced the variables with the numbers that it states, which is the length of 12 inches, width of 8 inches, and the height of 3 inches. I replaced that with all the variables in the order that it says, which is length times width, width times height, and height times length. Then after I multiplied all of those, I brought it down. I brought all my answers to the second formula that I wrote. And then I added them all to get 156. Then I multiplied it by 2 to get 312 inches squared.
Good. Show me your work. Perfect. Good explanation. It's a little blurry, guys.
There we go.
Maybe push it back a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so I like what you did here. You got 96 plus 24 plus 36. Added that up. You got 156 times the 2. Excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So page 3 was a reference sheet. Okay, so we're going to go on to page 4 real quick. It was just like your do now. Okay, that was an area question of a triangle. I'll read it. You'll tell your work. It says a shape is made of 12 right triangles of equal size. Each right triangle has a base of 4 centimeters. And it says a base again of 5. It should say height. So that second base is a height of 5 centimeters. What is the total area in square centimeters of the shape?
So what I did was I copied down the base and the height, and I made like little indications of what they were, and then I wrote the formula down. I replaced the variables of base and h with 4 and 5, and then I multiplied that to get 20 divided by 2 equals 10 times 12, and I multiplied 12 from the 12 right triangles to get 120 centimeters squared.
Perfect. Show me your work. Perfect. Okay, let's move on to now question 5. This question was a greatest common factor of 36 and 90, right?
Yes.
So how did you find the greatest common factor of 36 and 90? What do you have to do?
So I took all the factors that would equal 36 and 90 and I put them in their columns. So the ones that were shared between them were 1, 2, 3, 9, 6, and 18. So
Okay.
the greatest one would have been 18, mainly because it's the highest number there, and like, yeah.
Okay, let me see your work. Perfect. I love your explanation. Did you make the T-chart?
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Beautiful job. On the back of it, you got an LCM problem, right? Least
Yes.
common multiple?
Mhm.
All right, so what is the least common multiple of 5 and 8? But before you begin, how do you find the LCM? You do what kind of counting?
You skip count.
Good. Okay, so take it away. What did you do for 5, 8, and how'd you get your answer? Go.
So what I did was I multiplied each of them to a certain amount, to like a certain number, which would be I multiplied it until I got to the number 9. So I got to the number 9, where you multiply the numbers both by 9, and then I took the answers that I got from there, and the one answer that they shared was 40.
Okay, so when you said you multiplied, you did like 5 times 1, 5 times 2. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, like,
Yes.
yeah, technically, but except I didn't use like the twos or ones or nothing. I just skip count all the way to the ninth one.
Let me see. Beautiful. Okay, so the LCM was 40. Excellent. Okay, next page. The next page is page 7. It looks like this,
Mhm.
right? It's a question about pigs, right? It
Yeah.
says, I'm just going to do the quick information. Pig A returns every 6 seconds, pig B returns every 5. What is the least amount? When you see the word least, what are we finding? LCM or GCF?
LCM.
Good. So just before you go any farther, I hope that you have something labeled where it says pig A 6 and pig B 5.
I
Just so
mean,
that,
I didn't write pig. I just wrote A and B, and then I wrote 5 and 6.
okay, let me see. So walk us through what you did. You can hold the paper up if you want and explain it.
So what I did was I skip counted again till I got to the. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. So I got to the eighth number, the eighth factor, and
Yep.
when I got to there, I stopped and I looked at all the answers that they shared, and they only shared 30.
Good. Show me the work. So multiples of 5, the multiples of 6, you put 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Then you did the multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and so on. And you found out that they shared 30 was the common number shared. Excellent job. Let's move on to page 8 now. Page 8 was pretty straightforward. It was just using the T-chart. Looks like this. And
Mhm.
finish the multiples of whose work was this? Of my work. So finish the multiples of 6 for me. What comes after 30?
36, then it's 42, then it ends with 48.
Go ahead and give me the other 3 multiples of 8 after 40.
It goes from 48 to it goes from 40 to 48 to 56 to 64.
Okay, good. Now, what are the common numbers that are shared now?
24
And,
and 48.
okay, now what is the LCM? Is it 24 or 48?
24.
Right. Why is it 24, not 48?
Because it says the least common multiple for LCM, and 48, between them, the shared numbers, it is the greatest one between those two numbers for this problem.
Excellent. Okay, let's look at problem 9 now. You said you stopped at problem 9.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to show you something. First of all, in the question, there's a little mistake. So this is the problem.
Okay.
It says the ferry boat leaves a loading platform at the same time. One of the ferry boats returns to the loading platform every 25 seconds. The other returns every 30 seconds. Now, cross this off. In the next 300 minutes, cross that off.
Okay.
So it should read, when will they return at the same time? So when you see the word every, each, you're going to use what? LCM or GCF?
No. When you see every, each, least common multiple.
Correct. You're going to find the LCM. So on your paper, you're going to make a T chart.
Okay.
And you're going to write 25 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay. And then you, like you said, you're going to skip count all the multiples of 25, all the multiples of 30.
Okay.
And you're going to find out what they share. So give me the multiples of 20 as you write it.
Okay, so 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. I'm gonna stop at 150.
Perfect. Okay. What about 30? What are the multiples of that?
30, 60, 90, 120, and then it's 150. No, not 150.
You were right. 120 plus 30 is 150.
yeah.
You were right.
Okay.
Okay. So now what?
They both share 150.
Right. So the LCM is
150.
okay. So there's one more little mistake. My mistake, Mr. Arn, I didn't catch it. At the bottom, it says they will return at 150 minutes, not time. Make that say 150 minutes.
Okay.
150 minutes now. Let me pick your brain for a second. It's not on the paper. How many minutes are in an hour?
An hour is 60.
So if I have 150 minutes and every hour is 60 minutes, how many hours is that?
How many hours is that? 60 equals 120. Then 120 minus
Mm-hmm.
150 would be 30. So that's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
That's correct. So they will be together again either in 150 minutes or 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 30 minutes. Good job.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to make sure you knew how to do that part. All right.
You gotta remove this.
What?
She said this was one of the things you had to cross out.
Okay, let me show you again, Mom. Here, guys, look.
Yeah, we did it.
You did it? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
remove the in the next 300 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
We removed that in the bottom.
Thank you so much. And you put the word instead of minutes, instead of time, you put minutes, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right. So let's go to page 10 now. All right, oh wait, let me show you. Page 10 looks like this, the hot dog question. It has buns on it, Wonder Bread, right? All right. So would you like to read the problem, Mr. Maddix?
Mr. Blau is having a barbecue. He buys packs of hot dogs, which have 10 hot dogs in a pack, and he buys a pack of hot dog buns, which have 8 buns in a pack. One hot dog pairs up with one bun. And then it says circle 1 GCF or LCM.
Well, we don't know what we're going to do yet because we got to read part A. So what does part A say? Because then it will tell you.
Mr. Blau doesn't want to waste any hot dogs or any buns or hot dogs. So what is the least amount of hot dogs and buns that he can buy?
Keyword, least. What are we finding? Least. What do we find?
We found least, which means LCM.
Okay, so now on your paper, I'm just going to set it up and you're going to do the work. Look at my paper. We have a T chart. We got 10 hot dogs on the left.
Okay.
So that's what the problem says. And there are 8 buns in a pack.
Okay.
So now I'm going to use that and I'm going to give me the multiples of 10 and the multiples of 8 by skip counting, right? Like you said earlier.
Yes.
So go do that. Once you have that answer, put that answer on the line and show me your work.
Now 8 buns. Now that's 10,
So
20,
multiples of 10. Go ahead. Multiples of
40, 50. I'm going to stop at 60. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Now that's 48. Okay, I've reached the factors of 6.
You mean the multiples?
Yeah, no, like the factor, like 8 times 6. I got up to 48, and then I stopped out the factors when they multiply by 6 because it says the least common multiple, and they both equal 40.
Okay, good. So that's the first part. Good job. So now you're going to write on the line 40. Now we're not done because in order to answer the next part, we got to do one more step. So look at this. If we need 40 hot dogs and buns, right? And
Okay.
each hot dog pack has 10. There's 10 hot dogs in a pack.
Okay.
I need to get to 40. How many packs of hot dogs do I need?
10.
If each pack has
No, 4.
4. So you're going to write 4 packs on the hot dogs. Look at me. Look
I
at this.
thought she was talking about 40 and 4.
Sorry. So you're going to write 4 packs. You see that? Because there's 10 in a pack. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 packs to make up 40. Now, looking at the bun side. If each pack has 8 buns, I need to get to 40 buns. How many packs do I need?
5.
5. So now, this is what you got. All right. Right?
Yes.
The reason why I asked for you to do that is because when you do the bottom part, you need to know this information to answer the question. So now on the bottom, it says for early finishers for part B. If a hot dog buns are $3 a pack and hot dogs are $4 a pack, how much does Mr. Blouse spend in total? So before you even figure the answer out, you need to set your paper up like so. You need to have one column that says hot dog buns, one column that says hot dogs, and the other column that says total. Now, you told me that you need 4 packs of hot dogs and 5 packs of buns. So let's look at the bun side. How much is each pack of hot dog buns?
$3.
So what am I going to do with the 5 and the 3?
Multiply them.
Good. What's 5 times 3?
Let me write that down. 5 times 3 is 15.
Good. Looking at the hot dogs, I need 4 packs. How much is each pack?
$4.
So what am I going to do with the 4 and the 4?
You multiply it by 8. No, you multiply it by 5. No,
You're going to
4.
multiply it by
Multiply
4. So 4 times 4 is what?
16.
Right. So 4 times 4 is 16. So
Yep.
now to find the total, I'm going to add them all up. I'm going to add 16 plus 15, and what do I get?
That's 11. That's 3. So that's $31 in total.
Huh?
$31 in total.
Right. So that's what you get. Okay? Questions, comments, concerns, or we're good?
We're good.
Okay. All right. Let's go to the next one. So after page 8 comes page 9. No, sorry, page 11. So page 11 and page 12, I'm not going to go over in this lesson. Sorry, because we already went over one question in the do now and you got it. Okay. And it's also on the Google Classroom and on my YouTube channel if you need assistance. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to skip page 11 and 12. You'll do that when we get off with the do nows and exit tickets that Mr. Rez will be posting. Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
All right. Now on page 13, it's the same exact concept that we just did with the hot dogs. Do you feel I need to go over this question with you because this is your time, or you think you can figure it out on your own?
I can figure it out on my own.
Okay, so then page 14, you're going to create your own question. Once you have your own question created, please send it to me in a private message so I can see it, okay?
Okay.
So far, you're completing pages 11, 12, 13, and 14 on your own. Yes?
11, 12, 13, and 14.
Yes, so far. We're good?
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now let's look at page 15. Page 15, this is modeled in one of the links. You have access to the links, right, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Look at the video on this one and look at the video on page 16. So you're going to write at the top of your paper. I'm going to write it. You're going to put video from today. I posted a video today or a link or the lesson, whatever you feel comfortable with. And you're going to write video and lesson. So I'm going to show you what I did. So on page 15, I put video. If you go in Google Classroom, it will say the link and it will say the page, the problem, and the number. Or you can watch the recording that I'm going to be that I posted earlier today around just before you came on with a few other people. And the same thing for the back on page 16, okay?
Page 16 is this one, okay.
Okay, because some of these you have to try on your own, all right?
Okay.
Now, looking at page 17 now, it looks like this. The question on rock, country, and rap, classical. We're going to do that one now. It is modeled in the video for you, but I think you can figure this out right now because I don't want to give you too many to do because the rest of them are pretty much up on the link. So we're going to make, before we read the problem, I know that there were 3 numbers, so I'm going to make 3 columns. Don't write anything. I'm going to show you. We're going to write 16 for country. We're going to write 12 for classical. And we're going to write 8 rap. And it says here, the greatest number. So I'm going to find the what?
The GCF.
Okay, so this is what your paper will look like. Okay, you don't have to go all the way down like I did. I just went joy happy. Because there's very little factors for these numbers. All right, so now let's talk factors. Help me out. Give me the factors of 16 in order, starting with 1, sir.
1 times 16.
Uh-huh.
2 times 8.
Uh-huh. One more factor.
4 times 4.
Good. Give me the factors of 12 for classical, please.
12. That's 1 times 12.
Perfect.
2 times 6.
Excellent.
And 3 times 4.
Perfect. All right, give me the factors of 8 now, starting in order.
1 times 8.
Mm-hmm.
2 times 4.
Good. Now, what do they all share? What numbers are they in common?
They have 4 in common. They have,
All of them have 4?
yeah. They all have 2 and they all have
Yeah. I think I made a mistake on the video. I think I said the GCF was 2, so just ignore that, okay? I made a mistake, all right? You're right, it is 4. So the GCF is 4, which means how many country CDs packs do I need? If each one is 4 in a pack, how many?
4.
4. If each one has 4 classical, I need to get to 12. How many do I need?
You multiply it by 3.
3 packs. And if there are 4 wraps and I need to get to 8, how many packs do I need?
You need 2.
Yes. There you go.
So 4 packs.
So the answer would go on the back of page 18. I think, like I said, I put 2 in the video. I think I did. So, Mom, when you guys watch it in Maddix, just know that 4 is the correct answer. And if you want to write a little comment in Google Classroom for this page, feel free to do that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now let's do the extension problem.
2.
So we're going to do the extension problem number 18 because this is page 18 because this is a 7th grade skill. It has some 6th grade math, but then it's a 7th grade standard, okay? Had to give a little challenge. All right. It says, Mr. Rez bought a magazine for $6 and 4 erasers. He spent a total of $30. A, write an equation to represent the scenario or situation where X is the cost of the eraser. So do we know how many erasers he's going to buy?
Yes.
How many?
4.
What are we doing with 4 and X? We want to figure out the cost. Do we know what the cost of the erasers are?
Do I?
Yeah, do we know? Does it say how much each eraser is?
No.
No, so what are you going to do with the 4 and the X? What operation?
Multiply it.
Multiply. So you're going to write on your paper 4X. Now, if he bought a magazine of $6, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to add that? You're going to subtract that? What are you going to do?
I think you have to add it.
Good. Plus 6 equal. What's the total amount?
30.
Okay, so it's going to look like this. 4X plus 6 equal 30. Now you want to figure out what is the value of x. What number makes that true? So now you're going to rewrite the question. And you're going to use the wall method. Remember that?
Yes.
All right, the wall method. So I'm going to make my vertical line, right? Now I want to get x by itself. What number is next to x?
4.
What's that?
Oh, 6.
So what operation is that? Where my finger is.
Adding. You're adding.
So what's the inverse or opposite of addition?
Subtraction.
So I'm going to subtract 6 on both sides because I want to get the variable, which is x by itself. So now 6 from 6 we know is 0. We break down 4x equals. What's 20 minus 6?
20 minus
30 minus 6, sorry.
24.
Okay, so now we have, hold on, let me get my paper back. So now we got 4x is equal to 24. I'm going to use the wall method, right?
Okay.
I need to get the variable by itself. So what operation is 4x? What operation is that?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. What is the inverse of multiplication?
Division.
Division. So I have to divide 4 on both sides in order to get x by itself to figure out the cost per eraser, correct?
Yes.
So now when I divide, I get $6 per every eraser. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's check out to show that 6 is true. What's 4 times 6? I'm going to take the 6 and substitute it in. 4 times 6 is what?
4 times 6 is 24.
24 plus 6. Is that 30?
Yes.
So I know that 6 is the correct solution to this double step equation. Question.
No.
Okay. We're good?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have 2 more problems to look at. On page 19, this is unit rate. I don't think you need help on unit rate. Do you? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Should I help you on the extension page on page 20 or think you can figure it out? You tell me. This is up to you now.
I can figure that out.
Okay. So then you're going to complete 11 to 14 and then the other pages I said. And then you're going to complete the exit ticket, page 21 and page 22. And then on Google Classroom, you'll see a do now and an exit ticket, and you'll do that as well. Do you want to have it? Do you want to go over anything? Do you have any questions, problems, or concerns?
No.
Or you think you're okay?
I'm okay.
All right. If you guys have any questions, problems, or concerns, you know how to reach me. You can email me, iChat me, whatever you need to do.
Okay.
All right. I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
And feel free to reach out with whatever you got, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What the fuck? She's like,
What?